it's fun to get the reactions and see the stories that start to come out.
As the country marks the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, a new exhibit opens at the Anoka County Historical Society. We'll give you a look inside the impressive display. Plus, a new specialty program is preparing to launch next fall at Coon Rapids High School. But first,
this place is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
After years of planning, a dozen homeless youth are about to have a place to call home. That tops CTN News this Friday, December 9th, 2016. Thanks for joining us. Karen is off. After many efforts to find a building, fundraising, design, demolition, and construction, Hope for Youth's transitional housing facility, Hope Place, is officially open. A dedication ceremony was held Monday to mark the completion of the project and the new beginnings for the young residents moving in. CTN's Joe Nelson reports.
You know, our local school district has the highest rate of youth homelessness in the state of Minnesota, and we need to fix this.
Knowing that homelessness is prevalent in Anoka County, Hope for Youth wanted to do more to help.
We originally went into this thinking that our need was to get the kids off the street for the night and get them a bed. That wasn't going to solve the problem. Any youth homelessness, we had to teach them, give them the tools necessary so that they could stay off of the street.
Hope staff looked at 5 potential locations around the area where transitional housing could be built to benefit homeless youth.
It was the staff at Coon Rapids that said, you need to go look at 80 Coon Rapids Boulevard, the old stage door dance studio. It's exactly what we wanted.
Hope for Youth needed to buy the building, get approval from the Coon Rapids City Council and Planning Commission, form a business plan, and design the facility before construction could happen last fall.
It was a daycare on one side, it was a dance studio on the other side. Only thing we kept, outside walls and the roof, and now the roof has to be replaced.
Construction of the 12-unit facility involved putting in new plumbing, electrical work, windows, cutting into concrete, and moving in everything. Much of what you see there now was donated or paid for through fundraising.
We just couldn't be happier with this location, with what you've done here, with this spot, with your vision, and most of all, what you're going to do for the youth.
It has been an incredible journey to get to this day, and the community has really come together to make it happen.
It's a relief. It's overwhelming. It's emotional. Very, very satisfying. We're so excited about the way that the facility turned out.
Each studio apartment comes with a bed, kitchen, and bathroom.
We really want to create a culture of family. So our community room, our community kitchen, we have a fitness area. We want the youth to be living healthy lives, and for many of them we're going to have to model that behavior and kind of start over with them.
Homeless adults ages 18 to 25 who are working, in school, or looking for work are eligible to live here for 2 years after going through an application process. 3 future residents are expected to move in next week, and the remaining 9 will likely fill up soon.
This is about what do you want to really do as a career? What do you want to do when you grow up, which is now? And we're going to give you 24 months and all of the tools necessary to make it happen.
Hope Place is still looking for donations to install a new roof. The organization is also planning an internship program for its residents where they will work for local businesses on a temporary basis with a possibility to continue on after that passes. Steve?
All right, great addition to the community, and we wish them all the best in the future.
Definitely.
Thanks, Joe. A new church could be constructed on the site of an old grocery store in Coon Rapids. The Planning Commission recently approved the site plan and conditional use permit for Answer in Jesus Church at 105th and Foley Boulevard. Liberty Park Grocery operated at that location from 1966 until a fire back in 2012. The church plans to renovate the existing building and construct a 3,000 square foot addition. However, the church will need to get a setback variance for parking from the Board of Adjustment and Appeals before moving forward with the project. A new grocery store has opened its doors in Blaine. The new 45,000 square foot Cub Food store in Oak Park Plaza off University Avenue officially opened to the public on Thursday. The center used to be home to a Jubilee Foods. It's since undergone a multi-million-dollar facelift to breathe new life into Oak Park Plaza. This is the 4th Cub Food store in Blaine. The new location employs between 130 and 140 people. The Coon Rapids City Council adopted the 2017 budget and tax levy this week. The total levy is around $25.6 million, which is nearly 3% higher than this year. The overall city budget is around $76.5 million. Once again, an accelerated street reconstruction program is included in the budget. 10.5 miles of streets will be reconstructed in 2017. Also, $2.7 million is included for park bond projects. Homeowners should have received their preliminary property tax statements in the mail last month. The finishing touches are being put on a major remodeling project at the Coon Rapids Civic Center. For the last 5 weeks, crews have been working to give the 20-year-old banquet facility a facelift. There's new ceiling tiles, new wallpaper, new wood flooring and carpeting, along with new automated dividing walls. Projectors and screens have also been added to the facility. The Civic Center will reopen to the public next week.
We're really excited to have our senior center under one roof again. They have been all over Coon Rapids at different facilities having activities, but next Monday we're back here and we're excited to have everyone back.
In addition to senior activities, the Civic Center is back open for meetings, weddings, and other rentals. For more information about the facility, log on to the city's website. This week, the Anoka County Historical Society unveiled a new exhibit in remembrance of the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Getting It Done, Anoka County's answer to World War II, highlights the county's involvement in the war through the eyes of those who lived it. CTN's Jordan Rylance has more.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
To have those kinds of personal connections to such an event like Pearl Harbor is really momentous and something that we need to remember and recognize.
75 years after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Anoka County Historical Society is taking a look back.
It's great because you hear people say, I remember that.
At the impact Anoka County residents had on World War II.
This is being the 75th anniversary of the bombing of Pearl Harbor. It was kind of the tip-off point that we wanted to do a World War II exhibit. But we took it from a little different perspective. Instead of focusing on the battles and all that, which of course are included in the exhibit, but we focused and looked at it through the lens of Anoka County. What were people right here doing?
This flag was dedicated to Anoka High School in 1943. Each star represents one of the 335 teachers and students who fought in World War II. The gold star in the center represents an Air Force member who was killed in action.
Each artifact on display has been donated to the Historical Society for use in the exhibit, which will run for 3 years.
We have a seersucker green and white peppermint striped uniform from a woman Marine who served in the Pacific. The uniform is one of the more rare uniforms for women Marines because this was the first time they were allowed to enlist.
Because the Historical Society was given so many donated artifacts, the exhibit will change as items are rotated out to make room for new displays, making each trip back in time a little different for those reliving one of the country's most infamous times. In Anoka, Jordan Rylance, CTN News.
The Pearl Harbor exhibit also features photos from several Anoka County residents who served in the war, along with a vignette of a 1941 living room, complete with newspaper and radio announcements of the attack on Pearl Harbor. A task force studying school facilities and the needs for the future of District 11 is nearing the end of its work. The Fit for the Future Task Force, which has been meeting since April, is doing one last review of its work this month. Their findings will be formally presented to the Anoka School Board next month. The 33-member task force is made up of school personnel and community members. They've been researching what to do about a shortage of space in growing areas of the district, as well as needed improvements at existing schools. A new program at Coon Rapids High School will offer college credit to students who want to pursue a career in engineering. The new Center for Biomedical Sciences and Engineering will start to offer engineering courses next fall, starting with the freshman class. The engineering program will mirror the one already in place at Blaine High School. Industry partners like Medtronic and Boston Scientific have consulted on the program to help better prepare students for the workforce.
This is my first year as the program coordinator, although I came from Blaine High School where I actually taught in the engineering program. So adding it here is actually really exciting for me, especially because now we can also blend biomedical sciences and engineering. It gives us a little bit unique spin versus what Blaine offers.
The new specialty program hopes to draw between 40 and 60 students into the engineering program. The courses are offered through the nationally recognized Project Lead the Way engineering program. The holiday season has officially arrived at the Anoka County Fairgrounds. The annual Holiday and Lights Festival begins tonight and runs through 8 p.m. on Sunday night. The event is free and open to the public. There are holiday lights all around the fairgrounds, including on the buildings. The festival also includes hay rides, a bonfire, food, beverages, and live music. Donations will be accepted for Toys for Joy and the Northern Anoka County Emergency Food Shelf. Well, Santa Claus is coming to town, and you'll have at least 2 opportunities to catch him before he heads back to the North Pole. A Santa train event will take place on Saturday, December 17th. The North Star train with Santa Claus on board will be at the Coon Rapids station around 11:25 a.m. and arrive at the Target Field station just before noon. Kids can write a letter and give it to Santa, pose for pictures, and enjoy hot chocolate and cookies. All you're asked to do is bring a new unwrapped toy to donate to Toys for Tots. And the following day, on Sunday, December 18th, kids can skate with Santa at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. The event runs from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. In addition to skating, there will be photo opportunities with Santa and a coloring contest. Kids 5 and under are free with a paid adult. You are also invited to bring a donation for Toys for Tots. Also, if you want to help out, the City Hall has 3 collections bins set up through Friday, December 16th. There is one for Toys for Joy, one for Granny's Christmas Closet, which helps older people with clothing donations, and then also the Anoka County Brotherhood Council Food Shelf. You can drop off donations there. Again, those bins will be in place through the end of the business day on Friday, December 16th. Well, that's going to do it for our show today. Thank you very much for watching. We'll continue to follow all the news here in the city and have much more again next week.